Hello and welcome to video number 11 of our PHP web developing tutorials. In this video we're going to cover a very simple subject called about dates. It's not really simple, but it's going to be short, hopefully. And in dates you have, well, first of all, when dealing with time in general with PHP, you have to understand that there's a lot of different ways to display time. There's a lot of different ways to store time in MySQL or any other database engine, so you have to understand what kind of time you're dealing with, and then that will allow you to reformat it later on. So what we're going to do is we're going to look at how time looks if you just echo the time right now. So in our PHP, we've cleared out everything that's in the body and we're just putting some PHP right there in the body. So echo the time, and the time is a function call, so we use parentheses after time. If we refresh that, we get like a 10-digit number, and it looks strange. If we refresh that, it increments. What that is seconds. That's a Unix timestamp, and that's the number of seconds since January 1st at midnight 1970, I believe, if I can remember correctly. So that's a Unix timestamp. In order to make that look like something that we can use, we use a date function. And this formats date. We have in this, if you notice, we can format the date as now. If we let me correct this. The date can take two parameters. The first parameter is the format that you want to show the date in, and the second parameter is the actual timestamp. So if you want to use the time it is now, you don't have to add the timestamp. So we're just going to say our format. In the format, let's say you want to show the month, space, the day, comma, the year, and then you want to show the time in hours, minutes, and in seconds. If we save this, this will show us the date right now. Actually, this time should be uppercase H. You can look those up. It's still wrong for some reason. I'm not sure why. Oh, anyway, the lowercase h shows you the time in normal notation, and the uppercase shows you the 24-hour time. For some reason though, I'm getting universal time on this, and that's what's got me confused, and that's fine. It's showing me UTC time, the median time, Greenwich median time. I should be -5 or -6 on that right now. So the computer clock must be set to UTC. That's fine. So it's giving me the computer time incorrectly, but that's because of a problem with my OS anyway, the way my OS clock's set. So echoing the date like that, we can see how that works. You could change if you need to find out these variable or what these different letters stand for, there's a complete section of that in the date function on php.net. Go to php.net and search for the date function and look at these different values you can use. But let's go over that second parameter. So let's say that we had a time. Let's look at our time real quick on this. Let's echo this, but the reason I'm showing this is because I want to just experiment a little bit with the Unix time. Let's give this this is showing the timestamp, then we're looking at the timestamp. So let's take that timestamp and copy it. We're going to take some seconds away randomly and put it over here as a parameter. So let's take this timestamp and let's just take away 100,000 seconds and see how far back that goes. So that takes us back 1 day and a few hours. Let's take away 1,000,000 seconds. So this was a 4. We're going to change it to a 3 and save it. That puts us back about 11 days ago. And let's take away 10. Let's go take away an entire, what is that, 10 million, 100 million? Let's take that away. Seconds. It takes us all the way back to 2008. So anyway, I just want to show you that you can use second parameter as your timestamp that you want to convert. And if you had some dates stored in SQL that were, or some other storage base, and it had a Unix timestamp for in the storage, then you could reformat that to human readable text just by using the date command. So anyway, that's all we're going to cover in this video. In the next video, we're going to cover how to include PHP files inside of your PHP files, and then we're going to be getting into other cool things later on. This is getting more interesting as we go, and we're going to be able to throw this all together later on and really start doing some good web developing. So hope you enjoyed the video. Please subscribe.